Thank you so much for staying with us. iBrandTV break star Kana. The essence, of course, is to give creatives and people in the creative industry the opportunity and the platform to sell their craft and tell us about the artist and his art. And of course, joining us this morning to shine the first is Shola Adesina. He is a saxophonist. I'm sure you've seen that for yourself via the last video that we just played. Hi Shola, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
It's nice to have you in the studio.
Thank you.
With your baby boy. I mean, baby girl. I'm seeing plenty colors.
Baby boy.
All right. Saxophone, I must say, is a very, very unique instrument, musical instrument, and
right.
we don't get to see a lot of it actually around here in Nigeria. Everybody seems to be doing one particular thing. No shade to everybody doing that particular thing, but it's beautiful to see someone doing something unique. The great fella used to play the saxophone, and I think a couple of his sons still play the saxophone. Beautiful. But where did this love relationship between Shola and the saxophone start? How did you come up with this?
Thank you so much. It came up while I was a little kid. I think my dad would play Lagbaja music. The legendary Mike Karemu. So then we'd just be vibing in the sitting room. The music would be going on, just be vibing. So that's how I've developed interest in that particular instrument. So that's where it came from.
So when did you start playing?
Okay, so there was a lot of challenges on the way. So I didn't pick up the saxophone first. I played the keyboard, played the drums, played the talking drum, before going to the trumpet, before eventually going to the saxophone. So there was a lot of challenges.
So it was more like you can run but you cannot hide type of situation. Yeah, going through all. But of course, it is beautiful for you as an artist to be able to play several instruments. I mean, that's what grounds you as a musician. Yeah, it's very, very important, a pertinent part of the journey as a musical artist. But playing the saxophone, the way you answered the last question kind of voids the next question I was going to ask, which is, did you always know it was the sax that you wanted to play? But I think you kind of already answered that. But did you get any professional training? Did you go to a musical school or something, or it was the regular church situation and then you started playing?
It was a church and street learning. We call it the streets. Like, please teach me one thing. Now, guy, maybe I see someone that plays better than me.
Yeah.
Like, I was very eager to learn. Like, can you just teach me one or two? So you grab one. I call it street learning. Grab one from here, grab one from there, grab one from there. So when you join everything together, and when you love what you do, music is a talent. Aside from learning to play the instruments, the talent must be there, because that's what we help what you learn.
Again.
So when you learn one thing, the talent in you can multiply that thing. So like you know one thing, but what can you do with one thing that you know, not knowing everything, and cannot do one thing with that thing. So the talent in you is what will help you. So I learned on the streets.
Are you also a preacher? Because now you're going the, you're going the pastorish way. What can you do with your talent?
Yes,
the parable of talents.
Talent is important. So I learned on the streets. Just on the street, teach me this one. No, I love what you play. Can I know that? So street learning, church and street learning. Church is the bedrock for all musicians in Nigeria. We all know that. So church and street learning. So when I learned in church, I play from there. So all the instruments I've played helped my relationship with the saxophone. So when I got the saxophone, I just downloaded something on Google. I got the fingering chart and then I started learning myself. So from there I said, Uncle, can I know this one? Uncle, can I? So everything just worked together. And the talent is there, so God helped me. When I know something, I know how to do a lot with what I know. Yeah. So just multiply that way.
Yeah. So you did say there were lots of challenges on the way, and you said, when you said there were lots of challenges on the way, you now went ahead to say, because you played the drums, you played the keyboard. Wait, I do not see those as challenges. I don't know your story, because it is your challenge.
I can tell you one of the challenges.
But exactly. So please leave those babies out of it. They came with their own story. But what has it been like, in this journey for you, the major challenges you've had to deal with?
Let's analyze it one by one. Challenge to picking up the saxophone is went from challenge to be an artist saxophonist.
I want to hear all about it.
So the challenge picking up the saxophone is then We couldn't afford to buy one.
Oh,
that was what took me to the trumpets. I think then saxophone was like 60K Nigerian naira then. So 60K then was like,
that's a lot of money.
A lot of money. So that was like, you cannot buy this one yet too. And then it's not like rampant like this. Then I can just like it was peculiar to some maybe some Anglican churches. Maybe they are rich people just gift them. Maybe during harvest. That's when maybe their members will just have access to it. So I said, let me buy you the trumpet. The trumpet took a lot of time before I get it. So that was how I learned how to play the trumpet. So I was going to the circle, but due to
circumstances around it.
So I just picked up the trumpet.
Yeah.
So I played trumpet for years. For now, I got the saxophone. So that was the challenge.
Is this the first?
No.
Okay.
No, this is not the first.
So you have been with many saxophones.
But this is one of my favorites.
You done plenty.
When you love something, you will find a way around that thing.
Yeah, I get it.
You make research. You love it very well. The passion is there. So challenges to being a saxophone. There are different levels to being a saxophone. The saxophonist and the saxophone artist, and they're musicians. For example, now Fela is plays the saxophone, but he's a musician. Because when you call Fela, what comes to your head? Saxophone.
True.
When you call Agbaja, what comes to your head? Saxophone. So there are a lot of people that way now. So being a saxophone artist is on that level entirely.
Yeah, I was going to get to the part of the music with your sax, but are you done with the challenges?
No, let's leave it like that. So
okay, you want to hang it there? All right, that's okay. So the music with the sax, Kenny G is another great saxophone person, and I don't think I've ever heard his voice. He would probably have a Bryan Adams sing the chorus for him, or somebody else somewhere, or even Drake. I think he has a new song with Drake. Exactly.
Kenny G music is just
he is just there to blow the sax out of your head. Like, the guy can do anything and undo with the saxophone, and that's another, artist, saxophone artist. So what is it like, you as a saxophone artist, as a sax musician? Because you did mention that it is a world of its own, and you've grown into it, by the way. The last sound we heard was beautiful. I must give that to you.
Thank you so much.
So how did you get to move from being a saxophonist to being a saxophone artist?
Oh, thank you so much. So from the inception, I always have this vision of I want to play the sax as a career. So it's not something that just came by the way. It has been there from the genesis. Like, I think when I was playing the trumpet, I always have the idea that I want to play the sax and have it as a career, and have my band and make good music with it. So it has been there. Did I answer your question?
Yes, you did.
So it has been there from the genesis.
Yeah.
Like when I was small, like I want to play this thing and have a career with it. Before I know this energy, it has been there. I want to play it as an artist.
Okay, but sorry to cut you short. You do know that, of course. Why am I even telling you? What you do is very different from what we have generally in Nigeria. It is still an arm to the Afrobeats that we, apportion to ourselves as being the drivers, right? But it is also very simply unique on its own. So the way they would accept a new artist, say an Ashake that dropped on us early last year, and he is everywhere, shutting down, stadiums and doing concerts. The acceptance is there. You almost already know that if you have a great Afrobeat sound, Nigerians will buy your music. But I want to know what the acceptance is for the kind of music that you do. How would you rate the acceptance?
First, I would like to say that we are on different realm.
Yeah,
what I do is a gospel music. So I'm not looking at someone that is another style, or because I'm being called to do this. I didn't just start and pick up the saxophone and say, I want to do something. I've had this vision. God has dropped it in my heart. And I play gospel music. And that's why I say we are on different level entirely. So I'm not with, I know people will accept it, but God is my source.
Preach.
I'm not preaching this.
Please go ahead.
God is my source. So when God tells me something, do it. God will give me everything I need.
Okay.
People, and the acceptance is good. The issue is when people don't hear you first, they'll be like, what do you want to do? But once people hear me play first, some people just like, where have you been? Like, so you're in this Nigeria. I'm like, I'm here now. Wow. So anybody that see me once I perform in my band, that is good.
Beautiful. So.
All right, now I think she asked my question. There's a question I wanted to ask you, but she has just touched it. But let me just, rephrase it again. I understand that saxophone is another kind of entertainment on its own. Aside from the fact that you have artists who come out to, sing or go on the instruments just to, entertain people out there. My question is, what are you guys doing in the saxophone industry or saxophone sector, for you guys to be heard? Because of course, people need to celebrate you guys because you guys are doing exceptionally well in your own beat. But of course, people are not, giving you guys the attention you need. So what are you guys doing so that people can start celebrating you guys? Because of course, people say that, the best time to celebrate people is when they're alive. All right, so you guys are great people in your own beat. So what are you doing to make sure that people get to know you? Is there any collaboration you guys are trying to do or any partnership you guys are trying to do just to push your brand out there?
Thank you so much. In regards to that, we do collaboration. And this industry is like, it's not a new industry, but it's just an industry on that level.
Sure.
Yeah. So, and we have an industry already, because there are some people that what they want is saxophone band. There's some people that what they want is saxophone band. They have a lot of saxophonists doing well in Nigeria, our mentors, our legend. So, if I can get your question right, what we need to do more is just bring your music closer to the people. People need to hear the music. When you mention an artist just now, the reason why the music is everywhere is they brought the music closer to the people. If you hear music here, you hear it there, you hear it on the radio, you hear it on TV, before you know, you love the music.
All right, I think we're pressed for time. Let me just quickly ask you this one more question before I hand you over to her. How lucrative is saxophone? Because to me, I really want to love it because I see people blow it with all their strength. But to me, I look at it as very stressful. But how lucrative is it?
Lucrative in one aspect.
Money-wise?
Money-wise. Saxophone is a good instrument, and it's the closest to the voice.
Closest to
the voice.
To the voice.
If you sing a song now, and I play it on the saxophone, people will get it. It's the closest to the voice. Out of all the instruments, piano, trumpet, keyboard. If I should play a song here, people will get it faster.
You will do that now.
It's very close. It's very close to the human voice.
Yeah.
So it's lucrative. Depends on what you can do with it.
Okay.
You just need to brand yourself. Do good music. Study the market.
This issue about branding and promotion was going to be the next question, but like he said, we're pressed for time because whether you function in the gospel industry or as long as you're making music, promotion is a very essential part of what you do. But what is it like, quickly, just before you give us our freestyle, the promotion end of things for what you do? What is it like?
The promotion aspect is easy to make music now, not like in the traditional era where you need to go to Alaba, you need to go and do CD. Now, just record your music. You have Instagram, you have Facebook, you have TikTok. TikTok is now one of the most powerful tools to promote your music. You have WhatsApp. If you have numbers on your WhatsApp, if you post and 500 people see it, those 500 people repost, 500 multiplied by those people will get to know you. You just need to start from your community. You don't need everybody to, from your community, you can go Instagram, tag, hashtag, people will see you. And you see someone to love your music, and people will support you as far as you make good music.
All right. Good music. And of course, closest to the voice. Let's hear it, please.
tell us the title of the song you played?
Okay.
So that we can follow.
All right.
The title of the song I played is called Biggest Force.
Biggest
It's my music.
Oh, beautiful.
It's on Snapchat, all digital platforms, Audimac, Boomplay. Just type Biggest Force by Shola Adesina. We'll bring it out for you.
All right. Of course, you have projects that are out for streaming, right? And what are your social media handles?
I am Shola Adesina on all digital platforms, on all social media and rather.
Go ahead, stream.
I am Shola Adesina. Instagram, Facebook. I am Shola Adesina. TikTok. I am Shola Adesina.
Follow. He'll follow back.
Don't search for Shola Adesina sax. Sax is the name of the person that patented the saxophone. So the person who patented the saxophone is called Adolf Sax.
Yeah.
So I am Shola Adesina. That's my name. I play the saxophone. So I know people like to attach sax. Once you start sax today, they will attach sax. I am Shola Adesina and I play the saxophone. So if you are attaching sax, you are attaching the name of the person who created this thing.
All right, go ahead. All his music is out there on all the streaming platforms, all digital platforms. And of course, his DMs are open on social media. Go ahead, follow. And of course, do business, stream that music, pay for it, share it, play it several times. That's how we support our own. Once again, thank you, Shola, for coming on the show.
Thank you so much.
It was a beautiful time. When we return, we'll have another star join us to shine. Don't go anywhere. Stay with us.